Chapter 4, freely adapted from Laurie Anderson, The Beginning of Memory. It is a story about drones, which we want to tell here, and about their queen. About a queen who was so powerful that she built her castles even in the remotest corners of the world, and so rich as never before a queen. And it is a short story after the end of the world, after the queen's castles had collapsed and buried all the riches of the past world. At a time when there was no earth, no land. The earth, the land had collapsed under the weight of the collapsing castles and had disappeared into thin air along with all the riches. Only air and drones everywhere. There was no more people. But the thing was, there was no place to land. The drones were doomed to fly forever and moved away as a pulsating cloud instead of the globe. Because there was no land. Once a drone crashed, nothing stopped its fall, so the drones circled around and around. The drones let their rotors spin at full power. Nothing could happen to them in the air, because this was before the world ended. And with the world the humans, and their whirring was deafening. The drones were everywhere. It buzzed, roared, hummed and whirred. The sky turned black. Millions and millions and millions of drones. 938,792,814,000 drones to be exact. And one of those drones was the drone queen, and she was called Primaria. Primaria was the most relentless of the drones. And this was a really big problem because Primaria's rule was terrible. Primaria's relentlessness never let the drones be a swarm, but always put them under her control. There was no place to escape Primaria's bright red eyes, because there was no earth. Primaria's body was littered with sensors, and through the bodies and sensors of the other drones, she controlled the entire airspace. And finally, the drones had a solution. The drones decided to have their queen killed by a falcon. The drones radioed the falcon over the air, and the falcon took its order over the head feathers. Primaria was aware of the conspiracy against her. But she could do nothing. She could not take her eyes off the other drones' flight movements for a moment without running the risk of crashing herself. And that was the beginning of the training of the drones and the falcon. The falcon brought Primaria from the sky with piercing eyes and sharp claws, practiced for thousands of years. Before that, this training did not exist. Drones and falcons had never thought that it would be possible to live together in harmony if only there was no queen. The drones just flew constantly in circles. As the drones flew in circles, dominated by Primaria, they admired nothing but themselves, separated from the falcons. After Primaria's fall, the drones were free and the falcons were free, both flying side by side.